team number 3 from your Golden Knights, number 71, William Karlsson, along with community players Probability and Bones. William Karlsson greeting some of the fans here, and terrific turnout, by the way, for our first big event here at ESports Arena. We were out there earlier, Troy, and everyone's pretty pumped up. This is something that's been a lot of planning in the works to get this going here today, and this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially from them coming just from a home or away game in New York, coming all the way over here it's kind of crazy, but to see them come back, it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, to get that element pretty nicely though. I mean, he still has a decent amount of materials, pretty decent loadout. Would obviously like a shotgun in there. Is more pretty much you're always gonna want to have a shotgun. It doesn't really matter what part of the game you're gonna be at, because a lot of the fights in Fortnite are gonna be close range. So you want to make sure you have that close combat ability to have in that shotgun.
So he's got what's that? He's got a guitar situation now.
Yeah, so that is his like pickaxe or his,
his material.
That
sure looked like a guitar.
Yeah, well, it is a guitar technically. So he's
a pickaxe guitar.
Yeah, pickaxe.
Yeah, there you go. Who doesn't have one of those?
Exactly. He's gonna be rocking out a little bit here as he's collecting materials here, and that's another fun thing about Fortnite. Still gonna stick the landing though, no big deal for them, as he's just gonna be speeding around as Subban's just having a good time.
What's he doing now? He's texting people in mid-battle here. What's this all about?
It's just a bunch of emotes. He's got really dancing on the back. Subban's having a blast on the back here. As we see Icy's just being his chauffeur and taking him around the map of Fortnite here. And just going to try and do some crazy tricks and move on forward with that. He still does not have with that quad crusher now. Going to be going into this battle here. Icy going to start building his way up as we see Subban slowly going to start making his way up as well. Going to help out Icy here. Good teamwork coming out from the two of them. Subban still not having the best of close range for this battle though, so it's going to be kind of unfortunate for him to try and take these fights here, trying to connect with some AR shots, but unfortunately could not do so, and unfortunately will end up dropping down, but Icy's going to end up saving him. So we'll see if Subban is able to get revived here. Icy's going to make sure he's fully safe by the time he ends up dropping down and reviving again. Icy's going to make sure that that squad is wiped out before they take down Subban. As we see Icy drop down to bomb this fight here, he's going to start taking a fight, and he's going to start taking...
You explain Fortnite, no kidding. Yeah, tell
that's ideally, yeah.
That's exactly right. I don't know what's happening. So at least you do, Troy.
Yeah,
so keep whatever it is you're doing. Please keep it up.
You got it. I mean, I'll just let you know exactly what's going on here as they're going into retail row. Just looking for some good items. So far, Tuch has a pretty good loadout for himself so far. Seen a shield right there. Looks like Tuch will end up picking that one up for himself. Shield is another thing to this game. So the little green bar on the bottom is going to be their health bar, and then the shield is going to be the kind of extra layer of health they have over that main health bar. So they'll always have that chance at getting all that back with shield and bandages throughout the rest of the game, so not really worried about that.
What's this screen layout? Like, kind of take me through this. Like, how's this going?
We're seeing some grenades being popped up and some shots being overshot there. They're at the edge of the zone here, those a minute and a half before that ends up moving, so they have some time to try and take these fights out. As the grenades and Dynamite's going to start railing in, Megalo's going to knock one player out, and so far Tuch is trying to get some shots here to connect. He will get some shots on the car right there. We'll end up blowing that one up. He's going to see a player start moving over. Does not unfortunately connect with anything as Megalo gets an entire team wipe right there. Will end up getting 4 kills in the feed, so nicely done for Megalo to end up saving them down. Hopefully looking for some shield at the bottom. As you see, a bunch of loot is going to be hanging out on the floor here.
What are these walls that magically appear? What's this all about?
Yeah, so that's the main thing of Fortnite, I guess you could say. So that's building with these materials they have on the right-hand side. So you're seeing the wood, the brick, and the metal. So that's going to be the key components for them moving forward. You'll have the walls, the floors, the staircases, and then the cones at the very fourth slot right there. So it's going to be pretty much the main thing in Fortnite, though. You want to make sure when you're going into battles like that you're building up around yourself so that you have defense on all sides. You're not getting sniped out of nowhere, taking some random shots from one of your not defensive sides. So you want to make sure that you're always building around you. They can build up mountains like this and end up trying to build battles, and that's the main thing in Fortnite, is trying to get into these huge build battles, is what they're called. So when two teams go at it against each other, we'll start seeing a lot of builds going back and forth, and they're just going to start going up in the sky and trying to kill each other.
How are Alex and Malcolm and William doing compared to our our other guys here with us today?
I'd say pretty good so far. I mean, it's a lot harder to do everything on controller, like I said earlier. So to see them at least be able to build and stop some bullets coming their way and trying to still be defensive and still play passively, and helping their teammates out is ideally what they're looking for here. And just trying to get the victory is their #1 goal so far. So we'll see obviously if they're able to do that. We have not seen anyone take one down yet so far, but it looks like his team is currently in the best spot to do that. 17 players left and 3 kills for Megalo. We saw 1 for Alex Tuch. We're going to switch on over to Subban's team, I believe, so we'll see how this is going for him. Currently sitting at 18 players as well. They're going to get in this plane here, currently decorated for the holiday season. We'll see them gliding around. As you see Icy and Upward trying to take some kills. We're seeing Subban trying to connect with a shot here. We're going to see Upward knocking one of those players down, and Upward's going to end up dropping out of that. You're seeing Icy smoothly land in that plane. Well, maybe not smoothly, but at least gets the plane down, and will end up being on top of this mountain here. You're seeing the next zone going on here in about 6 seconds, so we'll see them have to start moving forward as they're trying to take these last kills here. Both of these teams, Subban's and Tuch's team, are into this top 20 area, so there's definitely a chance for them to get victories. As we see Subban's trying to take some shots here, Upward and Icy taking those kills down for themselves, so that is going to be some nice eliminations for them to get them loot as well. We're seeing the build coming out here from Subban as he figures everything out. It has a pretty decent inventory, like I was talking about, has that ideal inventory, so it has the SMG, that pump shotgun, the assault rifle, and then the sniper, and then some explosives to top all that off. So ideally what she's looking for, it looks like they're about to leave Subban, but looks like he'll be able to hitch a ride here before they start going. So they're going to start flying out of this. This was also recently added, so planes weren't always in the game. So
this is a new addition.
Yeah, so it's very new. Carry up to 5 people, so you can always have your squad here hanging out. We're seeing Subban loving to emote. You can do some barrel rolls and do some crazy stuff on the plane as well. So they're going to be doing that as we see Subban happily emoting on the back of this. Currently, he's sitting in the top 16. We'll see if his team is able to get that first victory for these players so far. It'll be very interesting to see if they can do so. We'll see if anyone is able to get a victory tonight. We'll see. Obviously, 50 minutes of gameplay could, it sounds like a decent amount of time. It's kind of fast for games like this.
Shane, down on the stage, what are you giving away down there? What do you got?
I'm just off the stage, Dave.
Oh, okay, wherever you're at.
I know you're facing the other way. Well, I think from what I've heard is you might be leading the way for the Golden Knights.
Oh, they end up with the victory.
And you look at their victory. There it is. Ah. All right, what happened there, guys? Upstairs.
So what happened there, Troy?
Yeah, so it looks like that was probably the worst time for Tuch to start answering questions as they're in the top 2 team build battle.
Yes! Another round of applause for everybody involved here, the Golden Knights and all the community gamers here. Fantastic. All right, how was the experience? I'm going to first ask you, Alex, just to play in this type of situation. I know you guys played teammates, friends, but was this a different level?
Yeah, a little bit more nerve-wracking, honestly. That if people are watching and stuff, you don't want to mess up too bad, and probably embarrassed. I bet all 3 of us embarrass ourselves a little bit at times, but you know what? It's a lot of fun. It's cool. It's a different experience.
Malcolm, what about yourself? How did it go? You got the dance down. I know that.
Yeah, I got carried by a couple of great teammates here. You guys are world-class players, so help me out about that.
William, you think you got better? Is there stuff you learned today that you can use going forward?
I just learned that I will never be as good as them. That's pretty much it.
Well, I think they could say the same about you on the ice. So all that, I'm going to throw it back to the 2 guys up in the booth.
All right, Shane, thanks.